Vibe Show 97.9 in full effect. Happy Sunday to everybody. Hope everybody's relaxing and chilling because tonight we have a special guest joining us on the show tonight. Not even a special guest. This queen right here is family and she is back again on the show. I'm super, super excited about it. So listen, y'all make sure y'all get your popcorn ready, get your drinks or whatever. Y'all keep it locked in. It's the Vibe Show 97.9. Ooh. Yep, Vibe Show 97.9. I'm your host, Kano the Don, the Vibe King. Y'all already know the vibes. We vibing on the highest level possible. And tonight, I have joining me on the show, my friend. This queen here, y'all already know. If you following her, if you're not following her, shame on you. If you are following her and keeping up with her, which I am a huge fan, she wears multiple hats, always busy, and we were lucky to get some of her time to get her back on the show. It's the one and only Jessica Moultrie.
Hey, how are you?
What's up, man? You made some time for us. You've been busy. You've been running around, getting things done. Just working. One of the hardest working queens that I personally know. So thank you so much for allowing us some of this time just to come back on us and give us an update and vibe out with us.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure for sure.
Absolutely. Now, I got to get the coat now. Can I get that coat? I mean, always.
I got it when I was in Puerto Rico. It's the lady, she like custom makes a few different things. So whenever I go there, I always grab some pieces for her and I let her know ahead of time that I'm coming.
Right. Absolutely. It's absolutely dope.
It comes with a skirt too, if you
Man, what's been going on, man? It's so good to have you back on here again. Like, I'm just like so happy just to talk to you because it's always a pleasure talking to you always. Now, look, I gotta ask you this though, now, because I just been noticing, I'm a huge fan first and foremost.
Oh, thank you so much.
But I've been watching you. You've been doing a lot of amazing things with the kids. You've been having these amazing talent workshops. You even got the talent model workshops for the kids as well. I want to start off
And
right
acting.
there. Yeah, I want to start off with that.
Well, I have actually been doing that for a long time. It pretty much, well, before, like even in New York, LA, Miami, I've done them in multiple different cities.
Right.
but I just wasn't posting and promoting it. It was more so I was training kids where people would hire me to come in because of they knew I had an expertise. Me being an actress on TV and commercials and different things that like that myself, plus being a director producer and also being a casting person for major different productions, I know what people are looking for.
Right.
So for me, I love to pour my knowledge, wisdom, and share my passions with the younger generation because
Right.
they're the next generation, one. And two, um, they've got their own creative things that they want to do, and it's our job to even as adults to come behind them and help support them in any way that we can. Because
Right.
think about it, like for me, if I can pour my knowledge and wisdom that I've gained over the years of being in the entertainment industry, music, I was a signed artist. I'm a writer. I have writer's credits for different major artists. Um, Acting, I've been on commercials, TV. So, and then directing, producing. So I positioned myself in multiple different areas to gain the knowledge myself and to see what I was good at too, you know?
Right. Right.
So, and you have to step into those areas to see if you're good at it, to see if you like it. And I'm that person. I'll dive in and just see what happens. And I didn't go to school for anything that I'm doing, not teaching, not acting,
Really.
directing, producing, like, and not to say that there's anything wrong with people who do, but I'm just saying that that wasn't my path, and so for me, it's important for me to pour what I've gained into the youth so that I can set them milestones ahead of the game of what I had to go through
Right.
and
See,
all that. Yeah, just knowledge, wisdom, talent, helping them, supporting them.
See, and that's one thing that I do admire about you as well is your passion for working with the youth, and I think that that's really really important because, like you said, they are the future,
Hmm.
and with having those elders in position, you know what I mean, to mold them, shape them, and make their dream be a part of making their dreams come true as well. Because, like I said, their little minds are just on a whole nother level.
Hmm.
I think too, way advanced than what we were. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like, and it really, really amazes me just talking with them, their intellect. So I pay attention and I'm watching
I
your
relate. Me personally, I relate with them in a natural way. So it's like it wasn't even like I pushed myself into this. It was like it it was like a door that opened for me and I walked through it. It was
right,
like that because some people are passionate about, they know like, oh, younger, certain things. I want to work with kids and that's what they do. I just started doing it at a young age, even younger. I used to do community service with kids that were less fortunate and volunteer my summers
mhm,
to go with them. And we put together activities and different things like that for less fortunate kids. And that was so like I think some certain things are just kind of in you and you can't even avoid it. And I know this for a fact because I've tried to go different directions where it's like away from it, where there's other opportunities pulling me.
right,
And it's like somehow it's always gets brought back. Somebody's like, okay, I need you for my child. I can't go to anybody else, or can we do this kids thing, or you've got, so it's like, um, but I love it. I love kids too. So it's like it's when the opportunity is there, and when I can help, which is teaching and doing what I can, I think the purpose is that's my purpose. I think that you know, for me, I can't speak for anybody else, but for me, I know where my purposes lie, and
mhm,
then some of them are attached to my passions, and some of them are not. But I know when I gear away from it that everything else doesn't line up. So I know I have to
mm.
be aligned with that and have that go along with what everything else that I want to do.
Right. It's funny that you say that too because I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and we were talking about that same thing of gearing away from
Purpose.
something that you passionate about and your purpose. And that's and it's interesting because, you know, sometimes you feel like your light is being turned off, or maybe things are not
Mm,
panning out, or maybe taking a longer time to get to that destination that you're trying to get to with whatever you're passionate about or
mhm,
whatever. And sometimes we just give up. You know what I
mhm.
mean? We feel like the dream has died, or maybe we're not surrounding ourselves around people that may be fueling the dream as well. You know what I mean? Maybe we're around a bunch of dream killers. Sometimes I don't know. And I just think that's interesting that you said that, though, because but you do find yourselves, if you're really really passionate about it, finding your way back on that path at some point in time again.
Yes, and that's why that's important, and that's why people who have a certain creative field and they want to have a platform, it's important to share that because you never know who you're motivating behind that screen. That's like, maybe they had a bad day that day and they see your post and they're like, you know what? They got up and they did something today and let me do something. So, which I'm stating this because it happens to me all the time where I receive messages because in my post, even though I'm sharing some content, I'm also giving little drops and hints of like to keep going. Like, this is your passion. This is you. Like, if you're gearing away from being a part of you, then you're going to feel a certain way. And honestly, I'm not going to lie. I don't know how it feels to do that because my drive, thank God, has always been so instilled in my soul where it's like, I got to have what I want. I got to, and maybe that's why it's made me the rebel, label, but it's also allowed me to create my own lane. And if I can inspire other people who have this thing within them that they can't shut off, but they want to do it, and they need to, and I need to let them know you need to do it for you, for other people. It's bigger than you,
Mhm.
but it's bigger than you, but it will fulfill you in a way where it's like nothing else matters. So it's like you have to have it, and when you feel those feelings of I set this goal, I accomplished this, I set this goal, I accomplished this, and you start to see it all just rolling, it's so euphoric that you just want to share it. You just want
Right.
other people to experience that. And not everybody's like that, but I know I am. And I know when I have really good feelings, I always say that I wish more people could feel this way.
Mhm.
And so if I could share any part of what I'm doing with other people and it helps inspire them to want to do, and it's not easy. I'm not gonna lie, and I never lie. Even in my posts, I talk about hard work, this, that, whatever. I drop what I can. And I show the work. It's work, everything is
Mhm.
work. Anything worth it is going to be more work. And that's what separates you from the rest. Everybody can't have it, and because everybody doesn't want it bad enough. But the people who do want it bad enough, they go and they make it. And it's our job to reach back and say, okay, this is what we did, X, Y, and Z. That way we help inspire and motivate other people to do the same thing.
Right. Let me ask you this. And you've been in this business for a long time now. I've been in this business for a long time now. Do you think that, in order to sustain in this business, do you think that you need to have that fearlessness and that no nonsense mentality in a way, in order to maintain in this business? Because you know how this industry is. I really don't think that it's um somebody that's not strong minded um can really sustain in this business, because there's so much that's going on, so much temptation, so many different people, so many different personalities, so many different agendas that you have to be mindful of. Just talk to me about the ways that you've sustained, because you've been in this business for some years now, on all different types of level and reach all different types of success. And I know that you've been through some things as well with being a beautiful woman in this business, voluptuous, and all of that comes with a whole bunch of stuff that comes along with it.
Right. But I've also seen the many transitions because coming in as younger when I was a teenager, and then now it's like it's different. I've seen the industry change and accept more things that they didn't accept before. And that, you know, a lot of it has to do with transitions of social media and people, you know, and the culture, music, all that stuff. So it rotates everything. But I think being a woman, that's funny. It's a good question that you just asked. It's a lot in that, and I'm trying to narrow it down to what I can say that without dragging it out. But yes, I go through a lot with wanting people to know it my like know me for my creativity more so than and my inner personality. And it's hard sometimes when people are looking on the outside and they see that part first, right?
Right, right.
So it's I've had to find a balance in how I can work around that. And I have found that for myself, and which is why I've gotten to the points where I have with my respect and dignity intact, and no one can say anything about me. You know what I mean? Like nothing that's true, people will talk. But for me, like I've I've, you know, even my relationships have been out, you know, I've had it's building relationships and maintaining relationships and your resources and making sure that people know and value you for you. And the people who don't, it's okay too, you know, they don't have to understand you and your path, because me and the way that I've come up in this entertainment industry is very different. Yes, because a lot of people kind of either they're doing a few things, and I've done a lot of multiple things at one time, you know.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
it's building a brand, it's building a business, it's being you know, writing and then directing, producing, and but then like also casting. And because casting helps allows me, like I'm very passionate about that, allowing other people the opportunity to do what they love. And
Hmm.
because
And that's
I know
different.
that feeling, and that's me being able to help somebody else have that feeling. So that's why I started a production company to build that, to build, and then also have a team of people who are also passionate creators, like writers and people, my team that works with me on set. They're very passionate about what, you know, each person plays a part, you know, the camera guy, the PAs, the my assistant, and um just art department is everything, even directing and producing. And that makes me feel good, even like because they're passionate about those positions, you know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
there's so many different roles and layers. But what I find, it's important to be yourself, because no matter what, like that's a part of that's who you are, and nobody else can be you. No one else can fill your shoes. And yes, you do have to be strong to be do anything and be successful at it. It doesn't matter whether it's music industry or any other industry, or even
Right.
a relationship. Like person, like you have to have a certain character and integrity and thing about yourself that allows you to know and look at yourself like, I can do this. So
Hmm.
it starts with your energy and how you look at yourself, and then it rolls over into everything else happening for you. So
Right.
it's um it does take strength. And do I think that everybody can do it? Everybody can do it if they want to put in the work to do it. Like
Right.
whether it be whatever aspect of, you know, what their passions are. And I think that people like us, when we have platforms to be able to give people a voice, and like social media and Instagram and like TikTok does it for people, it's giving people a platform to be creative, to share who they are, to just be themselves.
Right.
And that, and all those things are building strength in itself. When people are seeing people like me, when people are seeing me booking jobs, working, the runway, commercials, whatever I've been doing, it allows other girls who look like me to know, like, oh my God, you know, she's doing that. I can, you know, I can do it too. I believe in God. Like I did this myself. I didn't have anybody backing and supporting me. So I did this from scratch. So I know that if I can do it, then other people who have drive, passion, and, you know, even if they don't have it all right away, if they have what is it? Faith is a mustard seed. Like if you have faith
Yeah.
in yourself, like, and you're willing to put even one step a day, like even if every day you don't feel your best, but you're taking one step, and some days you may just you need to just rest because you need to rejuvenate yourself, you know. That's important. It's important to find your balance and what also helps balance you, what helps keep you balanced in life, because and it's the people around us, it's what we're doing, it's what we're listening to, it's how we're talking to ourselves, it's what we're reading. It's all of that. All of it matters. And I'm not saying you have to be perfect. I listen to rap. But I also read the Bible. Like, I'm more of a spiritual person. I've read different versions of religious Bibles. I'm more spiritual, so I'm into astrology and knowing people. Like I'm into a variety of different things that are very unique, but it's very diverse. And I'm very open-minded to the information that's out there. And a lot of people are closed to it, and that's what keeps them in a box. In order to step outside that box, you got to be open to the opportunities and to thinking things about yourself, and that it's like it just starts with you and how you view the world and how you view yourself, you know? So you have to center yourself and know that, and that strength has to start there before it can go in the outside world. It has to start inside before it can go outside, because the outside world is going to tear you down most of the time until you get to a certain point.
Right.
So it's what you're doing, what you're feeding yourself internally to help you grow, and then that'll allow everything else to come into place. So for me, that's how I live my life. Like, I don't expect anything when I get up, but I do open and welcome the day, you know? And so and when I do that, and I do the best that I can, whether it's interactions with people, it's the energy that you're giving off to other people, it's what you're feeding other people. If you're waking up angry or you're mad and you take that throughout your day and you're being nasty to people or you're doing messed up things to other people, like, you're just building bad karma on yourself. And a lot of people aren't conscious of how they're acting towards other people. So I think you have to be conscious of self. And when you're conscious of self, you can know how to treat yourself. And then that ultimately you know how to treat other people. And then it's like the energy it starts with self, and then it's the outer layer of the world of, you can go into the world with your confidence or not, because
right,
you can be on either side. A lot of people, everybody's not on the side where they're very confident, but even if you're not, you can get there. It depends on what you're feeding yourself, who you have in your life. And sometimes it's hard to cut certain people off. I've cut people who I was friends with for years, family members, this, that, whatever. Like, if you're not good for my soul, you're not good for my journey. You know what I mean? And that's okay. Like, everybody is not meant to be around you or accept it. And I accept that. I don't hold any grudge. Like, if someone doesn't see me, a lot of people didn't see me. And you know what? All those people see me now.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're everywhere. Definitely. Vibe Show 97.9. We just in here vibing out with the very lovely director, Jess. Listen, I got one of your biggest fans on here right now. And it's crazy because today is Vibe Show Casper's birthday. So can you give him
happy birthday?
Happy birthday to Vibe Show Casper.
Happy birthday.
He loves,
I appreciate your support too. Thank you.
He loves him, Jess, man. I can't say nothing about you. We get into a whole blown out argument. You know what I mean? Happy birthday to my guy, my right hand.
I'm real all the time.
Right, all the time. My guy been down with me for over 20 years, man. That's my right hand man right there. Vibe Show Casper. I love you so much.
I hope you enjoy.
Happy birthday to you, my brother. And many, many more to come. Shout out to everybody that's on the live right now, showing my special guest so much love. We're going to go pay some bills real quick. We'll be right back. Y'all make sure y'all don't go nowhere. It's the Vibe Show 97.9. Ooh. Vibe Show 97.9 back with the lovely director Jessica. Listen, now I gotta ask you about this because it's not every day that everybody gets an opportunity to go to the Yeezus Calabasas Ranch. I'm just saying, yeah, that's amazing. Nothing that you do amazes me at this point. I just try to keep up. That's all I try to do.
Oh, that was experience was so crazy. I went out there to direct a show for the buyers for his line, and then he ended up coming in the room, and
What was that like?
it was a dope experience, like just being out, flown out there to work out there, and then I was supposed to, I set up to direct the show and everything like that, but then ended up, he's Kanye's like pinning the clothes to me. He's like, I want her to put the
Wait a
clothes
minute. Wait, Jess. Now, come on. Now. Don't take me that fast. Okay.
on.
So Kanye is there.
Yeah, he's there. He's
Wait,
there, and
and you
he
said
comes in.
Kanye's doing the pinning the
Yeah, at
clothes
first
on
he
you.
walks in the room. He wasn't, he's at first his hands were folded like this, and
Oh
he's like
my God.
he's got everybody, the designer, showing him all the stuff, and he's like nodding his head, not even opening his mouth. It was like all of a sudden he like turned all the way around. He was like, "Wait," she's like, "It's like who's her? What's she doing?" And then the lady explains, and he's like, "Wait," he's like, "I want her to put on the clothes," and then he takes the clothes out of the designer's hands and everything, and then he's like pinning the clothes to me, and I was just like, how did I just end up in this position?
Oh my God. Are you
And
serious?
he's like asking me about the line and what I thought about him doing gospel music, and we having a conversation. Everybody, and it's like a one floor flat room, and it's silent other than him just speaking, and everybody's looking, and I'm guessing because he probably normally doesn't speak, and that's why I said energy is so important, because people resonate with certain energy, and that's why I've had a lot of great show experiences just from people just talking to me and having great experience, because when you have a great energy, people will open up to you, normally, even if they don't open up to other people.
Right.
So that was a great experience, in that where he was able to open up to me and we were able to have a creative conversation.
Wow. It's just you never seem to amaze me. It's just amazing. And you're so, with all of the things that you have accomplished in your career, and still accomplishing not only with your career, but the brand that you've created for yourself as well. These doors and these opportunities are just opening up, and everything is lining up
God,
because yeah, you're walking in
God,
your
when
purpose.
you're working your purpose, it's like no one can. It's everything just starts happening,
Right.
and you are. And like I said, I wake up. I'm just open to it. I'm not chasing it. I'm positioning myself,
Hmm.
but I'm letting myself receive. That's the universal language. It's an energy thing. Like you position yourself as a certain place in the chess. It's like chess. You position yourself in a certain position, and then you let everything come to you.
Right. You think sometimes we block our blessings sometimes, like by maybe overthinking stuff too much.
Yes, I do think that we can. No, I think it can depend, because sometimes you can think about things from different perspectives,
Hmm.
and like I've sometimes not understood someone, but when I can step outside of the way that I think, I
Right.
can understand a person, or it could work the opposite way. It really just depends on the situation. Can you overthink, and if you don't decide to take that step? Yeah, but if you overthink and you get better and take better steps, then that works to your benefit.
Mm. Yeah, I definitely understand that. With social media, when we talked about this once before, social media, it's a very, very powerful tool. And yet now it's shifting into yet another direction with the metaverse and all of this stuff going on or whatever. I'm trying to keep up. But of course I'm all about evolution and evolving and all of this stuff or whatever. But I'm not gonna lie, Jess, it is kind of a scary thing, a little bit, because I just hope that we don't get to a place to where everybody is like the Matrix with the goggles on, and we're not leaving out our house. We just got the goggles on, and all of this stuff and all that. I mean, are you afraid of like the and afraid is a strong word, I know, but I'm just saying, we friends, and I'm talking with you. I don't want to lose the essence of the physicalness of people.
I think that in life, and this is just one era, that life is gonna continuously change.
Mm-hmm.
So the people who get sucked up into things will do that, and the people who don't. And I think that it's all about the choices that you make and who you are as a person.
Mm.
Because I don't worry about that stuff. I was just having this conversation yesterday with another creator, how we have no, like, I don't wake up worried. I don't. And no
Mm-hmm.
matter what's going on, because I know that it's bigger than us, like,
Facts.
I just focus on what I'm supposed to focus on, and that's what keeps me centered. Like, what's in front of me, what's present, what I can, like, control and live. So, and then that'll allow me to be able to stay within an energy that's balanced. And
Mm-hmm.
when I'm growing and posting and sharing, it helps other people see and maintain that energy as well. So I think that there's so much going on, and like, God bless the world and all these different things that are going on. Yes, I understand. But I think there's always going to be something that's going on. That's life.
Yeah.
And we have our individual things, we have our worldly things. And it's how you look at them and handle them. And you can acknowledge them, empathize with them, and know that and accept what's going on. But you also have to still live out who you are to your day to day, because you're obligated to for yourself and for the other people that you're inspiring and supposed to help.
Right. With balance, with having so many things that you do, you wear multiple hats. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Talk to me about that balance, though, being able to balance it all out, because you do have a lot going on, not only within your company, but at the same time, you're still, a director, a model, an actress. So, you're still getting these gigs, and a lot of different things are still coming your way. How do you balance it all and still be able to remain in the space of just and finding that downtime for yourself to continue to keep that mental peace, because you seem like you're in a really good space mentally.
I make that time, and because I know how important that is. So I make sure that I make that time and like that space be able to um to be able to feed myself.
Hmm.
I know it's important. Like, if I know something, like I said, you have to acknowledge and know yourself. That's important. It's important to know yourself, to know what feeds you. Some people like taking walks, like my grandparents, 80 something years old, and they take walks with each other and different things like that. And I like taking walks with my dog, to be honest. And I like going swimming, whether it's in the pool, the ocean, or the gym. I have a membership just to go swimming at the pool sometimes, like at the gym, and in the sauna, massages, like taking care of yourself, self-care internally, what you're feeding yourself. Are you having your vegetables to feed you naturally good energy? Because it starts with your internal and how you feel. Not to say I eat all different types of things. I eat. I'm a junk food person. I eat ice cream. Like, I love fried chicken, but I also love good foods too, and I love smoothies, and it's all about balance in every single area. So like, if you can eat what you want to eat, then just make sure you're feeding yourself the good stuff too. Make sure you're drinking enough water, because that's the most important thing. Your body is made up of mostly water. That's going to help you feel good, and helps your mental. So I go sit by the waterfalls. I travel, get out and talk to the people I like talking to, and it's just I know what my first aid kit is what I call it. And I think everybody should know what their first aid kit is, because although it's important for us to work and progress in life, it's also important for us to take care of ourselves so that we can progress in life.
Hmm. That's a fact. I definitely agree with you with that. What's been the toughest obstacle that you've had to face thus far from the beginning of your journey that you can share with us to the present time?
Um, oh, that's a really good question. Accepting that certain people that I really cared about didn't accept me for who I was.
Mm.
Even though I would still go on, I still cared a lot about it and how they felt. Not random people in the world, but like people that were in my internal circle that I cared about. So that was probably the hardest thing. Other than that, I was locked and loaded.
Right. You think that comes along with the business though, like as you grow, as a person and as you grow um, in your brand, you think that because I was having this conversation with AK Hall, we was talking about this because we talk about a lot of stuff all the time. And you know, I think that you think it's hard for people to accept you growing, because it's, some would consider it you, feeling yourself or acting funny or whatever the case may be, but maybe you're just focused and they haven't grown or whatever. Do you think that that just comes along with, I mean, I guess life period, not just the business, but growing as an individual? Do you think that's just a part of the process? Some people gonna fall off.
hmm Yes, it's a part of the process that some people fall off because some people are meant to be there for whatever reason in that time, and then some people will be longer, some people will be forever, and it's just a part of the process. And being open to accepting that is a part of the process is important, so that you don't work against it.
What's Jessica most passionate about though? What's the that one thing that you're just like over passionate about? I know the kids.
I don't think I have an over passion. Um, I'm most passionate about all the things that I'm doing, and I do them with love, which is the main key that I put into that. So I think that the key word there is love.
Love. Yeah, I tell people all the time, I'm like, I don't think that nothing can is stronger than love.
hmm
You know what I mean? With that love, I just would like to get your take on the Ukraine situation because it's such a tragic situation. A lot of things that I know I don't understand. But just my love for people, it really, really bothers me a lot. Just seeing all of this stuff going on and lives being lost like that. And I just would like to get your perspective on it, though.
I um I think that it is I empathize and feel like it's a sad situation. Of course, that people losing their lives is for me is always a sad situation. I just I don't really want to speak too much on it because of own personal reasons, but I think I can only just say that it's a sad situation.
Right. I
hmm
understand. I understand because it is, and I have a few people that I'm connected with that have family um, over there. So I definitely want to send my prayers and
Yes.
prayers up to everyone over there in Ukraine, anyone that's been impacted by it and have family over there and stuff. So my love and prayers definitely go out to that. Um,
Yes, sure.
now, if you can have a conversation with the younger you right now, with all of the wisdom and everything that you've garnered thus far on your journey, what would you tell a younger Jess?
I would Tell her that she's got this. That is, honestly, I've thought about that, and I wrote this in my journal, dear younger self.
Mm-hmm.
But it was, I wouldn't change a step, just to know and not question that you got this, because sometimes it's the, you think and like, okay, am I supposed to do this, that, whatever. Just trust your inner feeling, because that's what's led you to where you are today.
Right, right. Any situations that were presented that you had to possibly turn down because the vibe wasn't right, or the main agenda was altered in any type of way, and you just had to just be like, you know what, I'm walking away from this. I'm not doing this.
Yes, I have had those situations, but none I want to speak on.
Why did I know you was going to say that?
Because I'm a person who's a loyal person, whether, you know, it's whether we were friends or we did business, and you know, it's a thing. Things have definitely happened where it's like that, but I don't want to give it any energy,
Right,
because
right.
I'm in such an amazing space.
All right, and we don't want to interrupt that at all.
Mhm.
I'm just asking the tough
No,
question.
I understand. Yeah, it's a great question. But
Um,
I found, whether like when you even answer questions or this or that, you give that energy and it feeds it. So it's just
it
like, I
feeds
don't
that
even,
seed. It does.
yeah.
It does. You know, we always just try to put some stuff out there where people could actually, people who are thinking about getting into this business, or, when I bring professionals on like yourself, I
Hmm.
always try to, it's way more real when they hear it from somebody like yourself. You know what I mean? So I always try to take advantage of the opportunities of having professionals on like yourself, because so
Hmm.
many different people want to get into this business based on the after effect of things that they see, or the things that's televised, or the videos, the fashion shows, and all of this stuff. They see all of this stuff, and they just they aspire to want to do this. But it is a real business, and it is a lot that goes on in this business.
Being true to
And you've been
yourself.
on different sides of it. You've been the music aspect of it, the modeling aspect of it, the actors aspect. So it's a lot of good information here. As
Hmm.
far as on the music side, though, any advice to any artists, inspiring singers, or artists, period, that's trying to enter into this business? Advice that you could share with any artist that may be listening on air right now, or may be listening on this streaming platform right now.
Yes, for sure. I think even artists in general, like just investing in your brand and yourself,
Mm,
um, is really important.
very important.
Because if you don't invest in yourself, how can you expect others to want to invest in you?
Woo.
Investing in yourself makes you look better. And it's important, for your look is your business card. So your brand has to look good. So I think it's very important for people to, like artists, their music, their photo shoots, their videos, their plan, um, just investing in themselves. And the more that you like, where even if it's little by little, getting things together and building it, and don't look at the time, like don't look at other people and say, this person's going like this and they're moving like this fast, and because everybody's on a different journey, and everybody's spot and where they're landing is going to fall differently. So focus on you, invest in your brand, and even if you have to take it step by step, do that. Even if you fall, get back up. It's you and your brand. It's worth the investment.
It definitely absolutely is worth the investment. One thing I you know don't understand about certain people sometimes, when being in this business, you know um investing in yourself, highlighting that's definitely a highlight, because you have to invest in yourself. You know what I mean? People respect you more when you invest in yourself, And this is a business at the end of the day. Nobody's going to knock on your door and just come give you an opportunity. The value, the work has to be put in, and the value within your brand has to be built. You know what I mean? And the opportunities will come. You know what I mean? You just got flown out to, to the Calabasas, Yeezy Calabasas. I mean, like, you know what I mean? You didn't know that was going to happen. You know what I mean? So these opportunities, they are there. But like you
And
said,
New York Fashion Week and walking the runway and what, just different things. Like it's I position myself for it all, like I do photo shoots. Just promoting my lifestyle and investing in myself.
right.
Hmm.
Would you say that, and I don't want no static behind this question, people, please. But do you think that women in this industry or in the business period, do you think that they got an edge on the men in a way? Do you think that the doors are a little bit more open for the women, the opportunities are a little bit more plentiful for the women, and just it's,
No, I
you
think
don't
it's
think
still a
so?
male-dominated industry, and I think women are still just working our way into it.
Mm, you think
Hmm.
so?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
I don't think so. I know so.
I have this debate all the time with different people, and
No, it is. Most sets that I work on, behind the scenes, mostly men. The business meetings, deal closing the deals, contracts being signed, sent. It's mostly men making the decisions. It's women. We're coming into it still. We're building. Of course, we're getting but it's still at the end of the day, what's for you is for you, whether it's male or female. At the end of the day.
Mhm.
But in this particular entertainment industry, it's still mostly male dominated, and we're working our way in and still having to work extra hard to prove ourselves.
Right now, just when y'all work y'all all the way in. Now, don't shut the door on us now.
No.
Don't close us out. There's still some good ones out here now. Don't close us. Come on, y'all. We all in. Let's shut the door. Lock their asses out. We here now.
No. No.
Yeah.
You keep the good ones around.
That's right. That's right. Keep the good fellas. Y'all hear that, huh? You know what I'm saying? They was around now. Now, being that we on that subject too, I gotta ask this for all the guys out there. I'm tired of them asking me, and y'all can hear it from her. Relationship status. Don't ask me. You can hear it from Jess right now. I don't know her relationship status, but I'm gonna ask the question. For your fans out there, they would like to know your relationship status. Is there a lucky somebody, or what would it take in order to be able to take out a Jessica for maybe a dinner or something like that? I'm just trying to help people out here.
Um, I am currently single,
Oh,
and I was in a relationship, but then I took a break to be single and have me time.
you just cut him off?
No, that's I'm just not going into what happened.
Oh, I just you said I took a break, and it was just like
No, no, no. I said I was in a relationship and I took a break from dating, meaning I
Oh,
took a break from,
okay, okay.
dating and everything. And so I've been single and I just recently started dating again. So,
Hmm.
meaning like I'm actually I'm a relationship person. Dating to me is getting to know somebody as a friend, and we know each other and we're hanging, whether we're going on a date, we're talking, and you're finding out what I like, vice versa, whatever, and courting, I'm a very old soul. Like I don't like, I'm not the person who jumps in bed with somebody. Like I gotta know,
Right.
connect with you, build with you, like all that stuff. So like for me, it's everybody does who comes into your life and that you have chemistry with, you're not meant to be with. So it's like figuring out what that connection is supposed to be, if it's supposed to be more, or maybe you're meant to be friends, maybe you're meant to be business, do this business together. You don't know. But I am I'm into the romance, I'm a Scorpio female. We love romance and transparency, openness, and with trust and developing comfort and great conversation, spending time. I like going, sporting games. I travel. Um, different things I enjoy doing. A lot of different activities. I love. I have. I def, I want to go down a long list, but yes. So it's I'm when this is so crazy. I hate talking about this because I get all like shy and stuff.
That's what we want. That's the
um,
vibe
I'm
show.
learning to be more open about my whatever, so my personal life, people want to know, and I know people even online, people want to know more personal things about me. I haven't even done a live, but so I'm learning to engage more and be more open about my personal life and who I am personally. People ask me about my family, this, that, whatever, like, so it's like, it's I think that on a personal side, I'm not a picky person. I'm about soul connection and what's meant to be. I don't force anything. I don't look for relationships. But if a connection happens to happen and it goes that way, then I'm definitely open to it because I want all the blessings that God has for me.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Very well said, but sorry, guys. It's just shut down temporarily. You know what I mean? So now, what could we look forward to? I know you got so many different projects and different things going on. What can we look forward to? What do you have coming up?
Coming up, I have some music video projects coming up. I can't really name the artists because when you pre-do them, you're not supposed to talk about them, but
Right.
they'll be dropping on my page, once they're released. Um, I want to be is like there's actually a few things I can't talk about. I am working with a different celebrity.
Uh oh. No. No. Wait a minute, y'all. Bad connection. You guys make sure that y'all stay locked in with us. It's the Vibe Show 97.9. Y'all already know how we do it. We're gonna wait and for our guests to come back on. And right now, I'm going to shout out a few people that's been showing so much love. Shout out to the one and only AK Hall in the building, my guy. Again, everybody, if you can in the chat, give a big happy birthday to the one and only Vibe Show Casper. That's my guy right there. Happy birthday to you again, my brother. I love you so much, man. You know what I mean? Wishing you more blessings and beautiful birthdays to come, man. But I know on this special day, I just hope that it's special for you, my brother. Shout out to Stephen Barr. Appreciate that love. Shout out to Driver's Seat. I appreciate that love. Shout out to MP Melody in the building. Appreciate that love. Shout out to Trinity Charleston. Appreciate that love. Shout out to the one and only Gravity Level Films in the building, major film company in the building right now. Appreciate that love. Thank you so much. Shout out to ASDG Records and Productions. Really, really appreciate that love, man. And everybody else that was on the live chat, man, we just really appreciate that love so much, that love and that support, man, because I tell you, in this business it's not easy, but support is so important. We got a lot of us working out here doing our thing. Listen, April 1st we got The Last Dance by AK Hall gonna be coming up. A major project that's going to be dropping. So proud of that brother right there. The Last Dance is going to be, they're going to have the video release party coming up too, so y'all make sure y'all keep it locked in, stay tuned in for that. Shout out to Felicia 1122 in the building. She say happy birthday, Casper. And also to listen, guys, I just want to thank y'all so much. If you are not subscribed to the Vibe Show 97.9, listen, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, because we always got exclusive interviews going on. It's the Vibe Show, baby. We always got something going on. So make sure y'all hit those hit the like button too on this. Hit the subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you can be notified whenever we got anything going on that's concerning the Vibe Show. Also, too, if you're not logged on, make sure you go over there and log on to the radio station website. We are an official radio station. And just go over there and visit us. We're playing music 24/7. We're playing the hits. We even playing them throwback jams that we all love and we miss, that just take you places and remind you of times in your life. Listen, we always jamming 24/7. So make sure that y'all log on to the official Vibe Show 97.9 radio station website at www.thevibeshow979.net. That's www.thevibeshow979.net. If you're trying to get your interview booked, just go over there. You can hit the booking tab, fill out your information, and somebody will get back with you to discuss the logistics of how you can be a part of the Vibe Show 97.9 experience. Also, too, we are in the mobile app store. So rush over there to the mobile app store, download the Vibe Show 97.9 exclusive mobile app. That way, you already got the app, carrying it around with you. Keep the Vibe Show with you 24/7. You're at work, you can jam out, you can log on to the station and listen to us playing the hits all day long. Also, too, if you're not following the Vibe Show 97.9 on all social media platforms, just type in the Vibe Show 97.9. We'll pull up and go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, and of course, YouTube. Y'all can follow us. We on LinkedIn as well if you want to link up and do some business or whatever. Listen, for any donations, anybody that's really feeling the show and you want to show some love by donating something to the platform, to because it does take money to keep these platforms in motion, we would gladly appreciate any donations, big or small. It doesn't matter. It's all about the thought that counts. And over here at the Vibe Show, you can, for sure, donations and support, please just Zelle the Vibe Show 97.9 at gmail.com. That's for show donations and support. Please Zelle the Vibe Show 97.9 at gmail.com. It's looking like director Jess had a bad connection and she might not be coming back. We ending the end of the show. Look, for anybody that's trying to connect with director Jess, just simply log on to her website at www.jessproduction.com. That's www.jessproduction.com. Listen, love you guys. We're going to get ready to wrap it up. Big shout out again to everybody for staying on the live, showing so much love. That support is so appreciated. We really appreciate all that love. Listen, it's a lot going on out in the world. It's a lot that's going on. Prayers out to Ukraine and everything that's going on out there in on that side. Is just really bad. So prayers definitely up for everybody that's over there, and for the families that lost loved ones, prayers and condolences out to that as well. We just praying that they can wrap this thing up and find some type of peace over there. It's just really bad. It's a lot going on out there in the world. COVID is still out here. It's a lot going on. So, everybody make sure that you stay prayed up. Don't ever lose the essence of being prayed up. Stay prayed up. Prayer does work, and keep the faith. Continue to be safe out here. I know they lifting those mandates in certain states and stuff like that, but just still take caution. And still, we can't really move how we want to move. We're moving, but we can't really just be out here just moving any type of way. So still be safe when you're moving around. Spread more love, less hate. It definitely makes the world a better place. I'm your host, Kano the Don, the Vibe King. Thank y'all for vibing out with me. I love y'all. Y'all make sure that y'all be safe. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'm out.